Hi everybody, it's Susie. It's Wednesday, the 13th of October. I'm so excited to tell you that tomorrow is going to be 1 month since my lumbar fusion. In case you haven't seen the other videos, I had a lumbar fusion done at L5S1. That was on Thursday, September the 16th. So tomorrow is a month. And I'm doing great. I just want to share my hope. I want to share my story in case anybody else out there is going through a situation like this. Just don't give up. There is hope. It can get better. You just have to find the right doctor. And God forbid you're in a work comp situation like I am. I know it just takes forever to get help. The good news is Monday, so 2 days ago, Monday, I followed up with the surgeon for the first time since surgery. It was at 3.5 weeks. It was my first time out of the house, so it felt great to get out of the house. I was scared of the car ride, to tell you the truth, because the car ride home had been horrible, but the car ride to the doctor's office was fine. My mother drove, I wore my brace. It was about a 45-50 minute drive. Then I had the appointment, then the drive home. I was still doing okay. So at the doctor's appointment, I told him how great I was doing. My pain literally is getting better every day. And the more I walk, the better I feel. So I was telling him how much better I feel, and he checked my incision, which is fine, and I didn't post an updated picture of my incision, but I will get to that. It's completely healed. The sutures are out. It's given me not one problem. But I was telling him, that I feel like a new person. 1,000 pounds has been lifted off my shoulders. I don't have any of the same pain. Well, I have a little bit of the same pain that I did post-op, but nothing like at the same level. My pain level had been up to an 8 to a 10 before the Lyrica, but even with the Lyrica, I was still having quite a bit of pain that wasn't relieved, but it was more tolerable. So after the surgery, I do still have a little bit of pain on the left side of my butt where I had a really sharp nerve pain. There's a touch of that left, and I shared in the previous video that where I had pain on the right side of my butt and my right hip, my right thigh, calf, all the way down to my right foot, that became really, really numb after surgery. And that numbness has decreased to almost nothing. I hardly have any numbness left in my right leg. So that's really good. And every once in a while, I'll get a jab of pain down my right leg, but it's really quick and it doesn't last. And so I was telling him about that, and he said that he wants me to walk every day, and he said the goal is 2 miles a day. And he said that the more I walk, the more blood and circulation gets to the surgical area, and the quicker it's going to heal. The quicker that bone will actually fuse. He said the quicker I fuse, the quicker I can get the brace off. So I told him I would definitely do that, and I told him I'd had a problem walking in the neighborhood because of the hills. I got really sore trying to walk on my hills, and I asked him if I could ride in the car, for one thing. That was the first thing I asked, and he said, "You can drive now." So I was thrilled. That was my big surprise, because I really wasn't expecting that so soon. I mean, I never thought that 3.5 weeks after a lumbar fusion, I would be able to drive. It's crazy. So then I asked him if I could go to the Y, because I have a membership there. I got it pre-op. I think I mentioned I got it pre-op to be able to go in the pool, because for me, with my back pain, as soon as I would get in the water, it takes all the pressure off, and that the pinched nerves are just freed up. It's amazing. So, I mean, that's one thing I could suggest if you're going through a lot of back pain. Try to get to a pool regularly, because it really helped me. So anyway, he said yes, I could go to the Y. He wanted me to do the treadmill, like I said, for walking, and I asked him if there was anything else I could do there, and he said just the stationary bike. And he said if I wanted to do a little bit with my arms, I could, but nothing where I was really straining. So I asked him if I could get in the pool again, and he said yes. And if you see the brace here, you can see there's padding underneath this clear plastic shell, and this padding velcros, it unvelcros, so that if you're exercising and you're sweaty or it gets dirty or whatever, you can take this out and wash it. And then he said you can dry it with a hair dryer. But to get in the pool, you just take it out, and then you just wear that hard plastic shell. So I was really tickled to find out that I could go to the Y again. Um, I'm still taking I'm still taking the narcotic pain medication, but that's gone down a whole lot. I was taking it every 4 hours after surgery. Then I had spaced back to every 6 hours. When I saw him at the office, he said he did want me to start tapering back on that even more. And so since I left his office, I've been doing it at 8 hours. And, I get sore around 6.5, 7 hours, and then I just wait until 8. But still, it's nothing like it was before. I get pretty uncomfortable though. I'd say it might get up to a 7. It really doesn't get higher than that. So it's doable, and I have been taking Advil because Advil really helps, but I definitely take it with food, and I'm trying not to take a whole lot of it because I really don't want it to tear up my stomach. The other thing that he kept me on is the Lyrica. I still take Lyrica 150 milligrams 3 times a day, and that's specifically for the nerve pain. And he said that it's just helping to calm the nerves right now while they're still healing. So let's see, we talked about the incisions fine. We talked about the exercise. I can drive. I still have to keep the brace on all the time. The medication. And then I'm not going to follow up with him for 6 more weeks. So yesterday was Tuesday. Oh, well, Monday night after I saw him, I went to my son's baseball game, which was great. That was really my first outing other than the doctor's appointment. And I did okay. And so Monday night, after being gone quite a bit during the day, like I said, it might have gotten up to a 7. I took the medicine and it calmed down. And let's see, Tuesday morning, I got up and I drove my son to school. Then I drove down to the Y and I did 2 miles on the treadmill. And he told me that the goal was to walk 2 miles a day. And I never thought I would do that the first day it's not like it was my first time walking, but I had just been strolling up and down my street and not really on a treadmill where I could see how long I was walking. I walked for 50 minutes, 2 miles at a nice slow pace. It was about 2.6 on the treadmill. And it felt good. And I swear that the pain, some of that post-op pain I was having on the right side that felt like a really crampy pain, I think that's gotten better the last couple days since I actually gotten on the treadmill and walked. So I got on the treadmill, did my 2 miles, and then I took the padding out of my brace and I went out and got in the pool, and that felt really good. This morning again, I got up and I went to the Y. I did 1.5 miles today because yesterday I walked the dog a little bit. I mean, not a whole lot, but I don't want to overdo. I've been down for so long. I'm so excited to be up. I don't want to do something stupid and overdo and do something I'm not supposed to. So today I just did 1.5 miles, and I'm a little sore. I just took my pain medicine, and I took some Advil and took the Lyrica. So I'm waiting for that to settle down a little bit, but I got a message on here from someone wanting to know how I was doing, so I just wanted to give you this update. I've been out of the house the last couple days, but I really wanted to share with you that I had a really good follow-up appointment. Things are going well. There is hope. I really would like to find a way to reach out and help people that are going through this same situation in work comp, because it has been so hard. Not just for me, but for my family. I was so isolated. I lost my career. I didn't have medical insurance because I got hurt during my probationary period. Financially, if my parents and grandparents wouldn't have helped, I would have lost my house. I have a 12-year-old to support on my own. I haven't been able to go to his games, keep up with his homework, go to the movies, go to Disney. I mean, all the things that we used to do. It's been so long, and now I'm just getting a glimpse of that again. And my son is still a little leery. I think it's hard for him to believe, or maybe he doesn't want to get his hopes up that I'm going to be okay. So I try to reassure him about how much it's getting better, and that he asked me a couple days ago, he says, well, Mom, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be like when you first got hurt?" And I said, "No,